Hi, so today is the end of 5th of June, and we are going to do an analysis of where we stand. And we can see that there were a huge number of good positions added in companies like IRCTC, which we were tracking since mid session, and also in Godrej Properties, which we traded early from the very beginning in the morning. Together with Muthoot Finance, this was also traded on since last Friday, and Pidilite is also looking good. Havels, I think going forward, the trend is getting weak, and so is also true for National Alum, which went towards 82. So I would suggest to do a profit booking, and maybe it would also be a very good sort of short candidate after the first hour of tomorrow, and this would be in my radar. Other than that, Hindalco and Godrej Consumer Products is trying to go towards 930, which is right now it's sort of resistance level. But there is still because Hindalco had a very strong resistance at 390, so it was able to close around about that at a day's high. So going forward, this also looks good. Bosch had some profit booking, so I would not be very much interested. Maybe I will wait some dip, and is also true for Indian hotels. This was a trade which was identified over the weekend, and today we were able to get a very good move. State Bank of India definitely looks one of a very good candidate, and there is more upside possible. It's very near a all-time high, and maybe with strength in Nifty, State Bank of India would also be performing in the very short term. Metropolis is another very good candidate, and it can also go towards this all-time high in the very short term. And I am always buying in dips, and I'm trying to hold on to this particular stock for a short-term momentum trade. Though PFC and Coal India they closed at a day's high, but from a trend analysis, it seems they are losing their strength, just like National Aluminium had, and also Havels has. Is something like they're losing the trend, and maybe they will reverse soon. This is also true for MGL. MGL has a very good resistance at 1160 levels, and this is I have shorted MGL, and it's a ongoing trade. I have to see if where it goes from here. Also true for ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank. The positions the trend is not getting there's not much strength. Infi gave a very good closing with huge number of the positions getting added today. There was a nice dip, and then theoretically it was able to give a very strong closing. Reliance, unfortunately, Reliance is also losing strength in the trend. So going forward, I think tomorrow we can see that companies like till now, right, from the data what we have, we can very well infer that companies like ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, and Reliance, they are all losing their strength. Though they gave a very good move today, so basically this means that the move is sort of not permanent one, but it can be temporary, and maybe very soon they can reverse. So I would be very much cautious in these three counters, and since these are top Nifty heavyweights, so I would be very much skeptical for tomorrow's session in the very beginning. Of course, the data can change after opening, and anything can happen. That's a different issue. We are going to tackle that. But as of now, it looks like that the data is losing strength, and this is also true for companies like Hero Motor and NTPC. These two companies, these two counters, they look really good for a short reversal. So I would suggest that we should be keeping NTPC and Hero Motors. We actually took a trade in NTPC today towards the end, where we had it at 118.2 and we closed at 118.85. and Hero Motors. So these two counters are also sort of losing their strength. Lal Path Labs, as usual, is looking very good, and it seems like it is able, and there is some buying interest happening. Navin Florin is also sort of at all-time high, and there was a good dip you can see in the day, and then it all got bought, but basically it has formed a doji at the very top. So I would also keep a track on this one, and this is also true for Jubilant Live and Trent. Trent, in the morning we traded it open and it was able to give us a very good BTST, but unfortunately I think Trent was not able to hold it. Going forward, I think Trent would be a very good stock to buy in dip and play the momentum, and so also is companies like SDFC and Maruti. They had selling at the top, and also TVS Motor. It was not able to cope, but maybe these three counters can very well reverse in the very short term. Right, and what I can see is also true for Cummins India. Cummins India looks really a very good candidate for shorts. It's sort of closing below 880 is not a good thing for this particular script or for this particular counter. Britannia had a very big profit booking, and it was not able to sustain it. So going forward, I can see that there can be more weakness in Britannia, and this is also true for companies like Bata India and AU Bank. AU Bank we traded in the last week, and maybe we have to again revisit this where there were very interesting positions which were being made. And this is also true for BPCL, and Biocon is also weak, and this is also true for HDFC Life, Aarti Industries, Tech Mahindra, Adani, NMDC. So NMDC is definitely because of the news flow and because of the stake sale. Maybe this is really weak, and this can correct much more from here. So if we look into all the companies which are towards the lower bottom, we can see that other than Britannia, ACL Tech, Cipla, and Wipro, there's okay, and Bharat Forge is also trying to, I think this will dip towards 750 levels, and then it will try to get some support at that particular levels. So, but as I was saying, that Lupin also had a very big sell off from 1166 levels in the morning, and it was not able to cope with those. So what I was saying is, if you look into all the bottom stocks over here, other than Britannia and Dr. Reddy, ACL Tech, Cipla, Wipro, so none of the Nifty or Lupin, so none of the top, weight contenders are over here. And this was also good because in the morning I told to stay away from IT and also from chemical industries, and this is the reason that you can see that, and also pharma I said about that. So if you look into all of this, is Dabur is here, it also looks weak. So going forward, if we try to speculate tomorrow's market, we can see that Vedanta, though it gave a move, and also Tata Power, these are not interesting. Pidilite, Godrej Consumer Products, and Godrej Industry Properties, Muthoot, IRCTC, Hindalco, and though Ramco, Hind Petro, also we traded Hind Petro and Federal Bank. They gave sort of good moves, but they are not backed, or the trend is not yet mature. Maybe it will mature by tomorrow mid session. So I would definitely give. So other in the very top companies which are showing strength, the only company I can see is State Bank of India, where the trend is getting some weightage. And other than that, I really don't see much of Nifty 50 constituents over here. So going forward, tomorrow, if we have a gap up opening, and if we are not able to sustain at higher levels, I would really be not surprised if Nifty ends at the day's low, provided the data doesn't change drastically. Because what we are seeing is big weights like ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, and all the top IT contenders, and also pharma. names, and together with that we also, other than State Bank of India, so all of these, say Axis Bank also had a very good move, but the strength, but the there's still not it's still not in a trend. And so basically I won't be surprised if tomorrow, if the data doesn't change and we are not able to sustain from higher levels, and then we see some correction. So that's all, folks, and I hope that this video, and also for say companies like HDFC, so even though there was a very deep it dipped, and then there was a lot of buying and it closed a day high, but still the trend doesn't have the strength. So until and unless the data changes drastically for tomorrow, is this is and also see ITC. So all the big nifty names, if I'm trying to look at them and trying to understand of how the market is poised, I really don't see much strength of other than State Bank of India in the Nifty 50 constituents, which are showcasing their strength as of today evening. So that's all, folks. Hope this video is going to give you a generic idea of the market and the idea of the stocks, which I would be tracking in the first hour. Other than my first picks would be Godrej Properties, IRCTC, Pidilite, and Godrej Consumer Products, definitely. State Bank of India, so these would definitely be in my radar. So other than Tata Power sort of had some trend towards the mid session, but towards the ending it was not able to sustain. So let's see if it is able to go towards 130 in the very short term. The only company which I want to see right now is Torrent Power. This is Pharma. So even Torrent Power was not able to cross 472 levels, and it has a very immediate resistance. Yeah, so from an energy perspective, so right now what I can say is there's a generic weakness in the market in IT, in pharma, and even in some FMCG counters, and if we look into the strength, so there is not any one particular sector which is able to stand out, but there are just a few stocks which are showcasing the strength. Just for example, Medico was able to show some strength today, but unfortunately the trend is not yet strong enough to be on the long side for me, right? So yeah, that's it for now. Hope this video is going to help you in understanding. So one of the big names I can see is Infi. Infi positions are getting added, so maybe you should also be tracking Infi for now. So that's all, folks. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this video is going to help you in taking your trading decisions. As usual, please consult a financial advisor for any trading or investment related queries. These are all speculations, and best of luck. Yep, bye bye.